There's a scapegoat. The alternative high school that I worked in, it was a school full of scapegoats. So these are the kids who act out, because then it takes the eye off the addicted brother or parent or grandparent that's in the household and puts it on them. You know, if I act out and I get busted, then I'm the one who's got the problem. Nobody's going to notice the other person who's really got the problem. And they do a lot of crazy stuff, the scapegoats. They're pretty fun, though. They're my favorite. Okay. Their behaviors, they test limits. I love the alternative high school. But these were my kids. They tested limits. They broke all the rules. They got in trouble constantly. They'd act rather aggressively. They smoked a lot of dope. They drank a lot of alcohol. They were crude and rude and inappropriate. And they were angry and confused and really a hot mess. And as an adult, this group tends to, if it's in a family system, this group tends to be the ones who themselves end up with substance abuse problems, or end up in the criminal justice system, because what they do is they're big risk takers, but they don't have a good filter, so they take all kinds of risks, and a lot of them are bad ones, right, that get them in trouble. So when you work with those kids, by the way, what you do is you teach them the kinds of risks they can take so that they can move forward and have a good life, because there are bunches of them, like try chemistry, do your homework, risk getting it wrong, risk trying this new fresh vegetable that you've never heard of. So, I mean, there are ways to teach kids that you're supposed to take risks, but some of them will get you in trouble. You're not supposed to take those risks. And these offer the family a sense of purpose, because it gives them somebody else to dance around and point to and focus on. The lost child, I had a lot of these kids when in the early part of my teaching career. They're the kids in the back of the room. They get B-, C+, D. They don't ever answer questions. They don't talk. They don't ever cause trouble. And they mostly stay by themselves on the playground. But they're really nice kids. But they're not that friendly. And what they do is they just stay out of the way. They're quiet. They do a lot of daydreaming. They're lonely and fearful. It's pretty common just amongst all of the different identities. And as an adult, these are folks who tend to have a lot of depression, and they're not so hot at relationships, because they weren't practicing having relationships if they were isolating in order to not have to talk about what was going on at home. If I just stay quiet and stay out of the way, then I won't cause any trouble and nobody will know what's going on. So they offer the family a sense of relief and success, and they're just no trouble to the family. They're just they get by. They're not in any trouble.